suppression, the use of marijuana. The suppression, the use of marijuana. The suppression, the use of marijuana.
Hey everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the ELOI powered by Virgin Media. My name is Garrett, and I'm here today with the fantastic Nolik. Nolik, you're back again.
Back again. They loved me so much last week, they couldn't not have me again this week.
So nice that I had to book you twice. Very, very good. Listen, we got some fantastic action today, folks. Let's talk all about it. We have Connor Dooley of Cove Ramblers up against Jordan Hayes of Waterford, followed by Jack McCrowan of St. Pat's up against Kieran Walsh. of course, the legendary Cork City. No, like, it's going to be a fantastic day.
Oh, well, Cove and Waterford are both in my group, so I'm going to be definitely keeping an eye on that one, trying to figure out what their strategies are. And then Pats against Cork City. I mean, well, he won the cup a couple of weeks ago,
Hmm.
so he's on form. He's on form, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. I'm excited.
It's going to be amazing. For any new watchers here today, folks, this is the peak of Irish EAFC action. We have 5 weeks all leading to a live final. Everybody wants to be the champion of Ireland, and that's what they are playing for today. Nullick, talk to me here. First game, Connor Dooley, Jordan Hayes. It's going to be a great one, of course. We have 9 minutes and a half, so we got a long game coming up ahead. Connor, of course, had an experience with you on last week's action, Nullick. Do you want to tell us about that before we get into the game?
I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Listen, he's a good player. That's all we need to say, though, right? He's a good player. What was it like playing him? And did you notice anything about his gameplay that was surprising to you, or maybe something that Jordan Hayes should look out for tonight?
I mean, I've played against both now in the lead up to the competition, say, and then I played against Connor last week. Connor is a difficult competitor to come up against. Great represent. What was the word? Great to represent Cove.
Yeah,
But I think it's going to be a good battle between the two. They're both very, very hard to come up against. Playing against them, I got hammered a little bit last week. But I definitely like personally. I'm happy because I improved upon last year, so I'm happy out. But no,
100%.
Connor has great gameplay. He picks up on things very fast. That he picks up on my gameplay anyway. He picked up on it and he was able to adapt. And
Yeah.
score goals, which is what you want to do in this game. But yeah, it's going to be a great matchup between the two.
It's going to be very interesting. And look, players like Connor that can adapt it to their opponent are going to be very, very good over, of course, the course of the game. Next up, I mean, look, we got Jordan Hayes. He had a 6-5 loss to Owen Mulligan last week, of course, representing Drogheda. Tough opposition to lose to, but, we've seen Owen before, and we can both agree his defense is absolutely solid, and he's a very, very good all-round player here. So Jordan might have something to prove this week.
Jordan definitely is out for blood this week. He definitely has something to prove. From what I heard, obviously with a 6-5 scoreline, I think if I'm remembering correctly from what I heard, that game it was a last minute goal for Owen that won it.
Oh,
So
okay.
hard one to take for Jordan. But Jordan did well last year as well. Like he snuck into the quarterfinals. So you can't write him off. But I'm definitely excited to see the two come up against each other. Like again, trying to see what they can do to adapt to each other's gameplay. But yeah, Jordan isn't a walkover here. This game is not going to be easy for Connor either.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a fantastic one. Look, we'll go back to the players here. I mean, last week we've seen that Theo Hernandez card. We've seen Haaland in centre back. Are there any notable players, Nolik, that Connor had last week that we should be looking out for today?
I'm trying to rack my brain now. I definitely I know Jordan when we're playing, he has the Theo. He has that Theo
Oh, yeah.
Hernandez inform card. So which is a very highly desirable card for any player to have. So I don't know, will Connor come up and throw his Theo card into the mix as well, or will he try a different strategy, going with a different left back to counteract that the player that is Theo? Um, it's such a hard but you're coming up against someone who has that card on their team. It's just you nearly just want to play all your FIFA or your EAFC on the other side of the
Yeah,
pitch because you just
it's
want to
so
avoid them.
true. Anytime I'm in champs or rivals, I see Theo, I'm like, get me on the other side. There's not a chance you're getting by that player. Really, really good to have a wing back. We'll quickly go over game 2 here before we're waiting on the kickoff for game 1. I mean, look, we got Kieran Walsh of Cork City. We all know what he can do here. He's up against Jack McCrone, of course. let's talk Kieran Walsh. No, like, I mean, this man shows up game in, game out, and he does the business. What a great player.
I mean, yeah, he made it to the final last year against JP, who he was unfortunate to lose out at the end of that one,
Yeah,
and I know was very disappointed to not come away with the win last year in the E League of Ireland. But um, he's just in form. As I said, he won the cup a couple of weeks ago. He's just very consistent. Consistently in form, I suppose, is the best way to describe Kieran.
yeah.
And I think like it's going to be. I'm intrigued to see how Jack does. Again, how he adapts, but I think I think you have to say Jack goes into that match as the underdog.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, take nothing away from Jack going into this game, but yeah, obviously we know what Kieran Walsh can do. Not only that, but like you said, he performs time and time again. When it comes to the staple of Irish players, it's hard not to put Kieran at the top or near the top at least. For people you look at who's actually making waves in the AFC along the game. But then again, we're not shy for having underdogs in these kind of events. The ELOI is great for that. I mean, even look at JP, JP 1 or 2 years ago, he was only beginning. He was only starting off his journey in esports. Comes into the ELOI, and of course, then last year has that spectacular run up against Kieran in the final. Got the win in the end. It was a very close game, but if anybody can come up against Kieran Walsh and give him a game like that, JP has proven that the underdogs can do it today. But listen, we got game one. We're going to kick off very, very soon. Nolan, can I get a score prediction, please? What do we think is going to happen here between
Ooh.
Connor Dooley, Jordan Hayes? What are we saying?
Oh man, I reckon it's going to be very close. They might. I think Jordan tips it for the win. Maybe a goal or two in the difference. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way either.
Okay, well, here we go, folks. We are underway. Cove Ramblers versus Waterford. Connor Dooley against Jordan Hayes. This is what it's all about. Cove Ramblers, of course, sporting the white kit here. And we have Jordan Hayes. Waterford. Oh, wow! Cove Ramblers strike and Connor Dooley goes 1-0 up as I'm talking about what team is what because of the colour of their jerseys. No, look, we've started off fast here.
That was a quick start for Connor. But I mean, I'd be surprised if you don't see Jordan come back here and get a goal.
Oh, Guendouzi again, go for the rebound.
Oh.
Third shot at it. Hazard goes to Jarzinho, and it's 1-1. Wow! Straight off 3 minutes, and we have 2 goals. No, like, I mean, I don't know if we're going to beat that in the ELOI so far, but wow, this is incredible.
I mean, we talked about it last week how manual defending is now and how there's such a high rate of goals being scored
Yeah.
in this game this year. So I mean, we're up for a good game here anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible to see here. Wow, what a start. Just incredible. Cove Ramblers and Waterford battling it out here. 5 minutes in. It's a scrappy game as well, but we're looking forward to it. Here come Cove. Mbappe out wide. Ooh, gets the tackle. Dumfries nearly plays the ball through. That John Stones at centre back is going to be a huge defender here.
Yeah, for sure. He is a brick wall. The only issue I find with John Stones is he doesn't have the fitness to play both halves for me anyway. But maybe
Yeah.
that's just because I'm trying to save a lot of goals.
I mean, look, it depends how the players play, but yeah, 100%. Obviously the fitness of centre backs can be a big deal. That's why we see a lot of substitutions in around the 60, 70 minute. Get a pair of fresh legs on the field is always a good thing. So we'll see if there's anything more with that. Rogers tries to get the ball out wide. Good defending, and yeah, look, scrappy start. I don't know if nerves are going to be a factor here. Both players seem to be up for it.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that nerves always do play a factor, especially when they're on the big screen like this. Might be a little bit easier at times when you're not being broadcast, but they're still very solid players.
Yeah, they are indeed. And there's Stones on the far side as well, sporting both teams here. Rogers looking for Jarzinho down the middle, goes out wide to Hazard. And look at that defending by Dallo as well. Very, very useful card to have in the game right now. I come across him all the time in Rivals.
Yeah.
In right back, he's a great one.
Yeah, Dallo is just incredible. Another card like Theo that I don't like seeing when people come up against me, because he can be all over the pitch at times, so it's as I said, a hard one to come up against. But good to see him on the pitch here for this game.
Yeah, Jordan Hayes there trying to get through for Waterford. Not finding it easy to get by that Cove defence. Pushing through as well. Dallo on the overlap. Is he onside? It might just be. Here he is. Oh, misses the shot through. Great defending again. Not sure if that was Stones or not. But chances are being created here rapidly. No, like this is going to be a high-scoring game, surely.
I mean, if you said that to me at the start of the game, I probably wouldn't have said so. But like as I said, 2 goals in the first 3 minutes, was it, of gameplay?
Yeah,
I mean,
insane.
I,
And here is Rodgers with the finesse into the far corner. Yet again, Waterford just score. Incredible. Morgan Rodgers there. A great pass and had Jairzinho, but didn't need him at all. And that's great play by Jordan Hayes early on.
Yeah, Jordan was creating more chances there than what Connor was. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Connor makes a comeback here very, very fast.
We'll have to see if he has it. Trying to play the ball through. Falls to Rodgers again, who's playing that right in the centre of field. Griezmann back out wide here again. Bit of composure coming into it now. We're not seeing as much of the forward play. I think Jordan knows he has to control the game a slight bit. Not always go forward. We're seeing it here. Rodgers tries to go to Jairzinho, but he's offside. But yeah, that composure can go a long way. You know, it's very easy, to get into the game, do your R1X passes, fly it up the field. But sometimes slowing it down can create that extra bit of space.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it frustrates the other player when they just keep possessing.
Finney with the Travella. Cove Ramblers 2-2. Back in it
What
again. Connor Dooley. No, like you said, Connor ain't going to be out of here quick. He comes back in with another goal. Just back and forth again. Both players look very dangerous on each attack.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like Vinny Jr. up front with the Team of the Year card. Like, how can he not score is probably the question. You know, if he's not scoring, there's something going wrong.
Yeah, that Vinny Jr. is insane. Even I have the gold card on my own team, and he's phenomenal on the ball. Here's Hazard as well on his right. Great defending again. We got Maguire down the middle, making a block. You don't usually see that often, but there he is. Great play out wide. With Mbappe, Van Dijk closing on. Mbappe as well. Just Mbappe and Vinny on the same team. Yaya Toure. Stacked team here for Cove Ramblers, but Virgil van Dijk in the middle. And in terms of centre backs here, Nolik, I mean, it doesn't get better than the big VVD.
Oh, definitely not. He comes on as a sub for me normally with for Stones, but on Jordan's team for Waterford, he has the Griezmann card, and he's unbelievable as well. I struggle very much with that Griezmann card when I come up against Jordan. When we just practice play really.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he uses Griezmann to get on the score sheet again.
Yeah, I have PTSD of Griezmann finessing it with the left foot, to be honest with you, from division rivals myself. So you don't want to see that at all. They're gonna have to block those shots from the edge of the box for sure. Here come Cove again. Mbappe, Theo Hernandez, an absolute stacked squad here for Connor Dooley. Or 9, Virgil van Dijk gets him off the ball. 30 minutes in, I mean, it's hard to say who's the better player here. Both are so back and forth, and anybody can get a goal at any given time.
Yeah, for sure. It's toe to toe here. I think it really will come down to a possession game, really. Frustrating, making space, making good passes, and then, as I said, scoring goals. I mean, realistically, they've got the players up front to score the goals. It's not going to be ridiculously difficult for them to put the ball in the back of the net, but it will come down to a little bit of frustration, bit of mind play.
It will indeed, and what a tackle as well there by Van Dijk. Very good play out wide here for Connor Dooley, but just doesn't get that final ball into the middle to find a striker. Here's Griezmann on the ball now for Jordan Hayes of Waterford, looking for options through. Guendouzi back to Hazard, and I notice as well he's slowing down the play a lot more. He's making his opposition here in Cove Ramblers just dive in. I mean, Connor is trying to put a foot forward here, but he's dragging defenders out with it, and we can see it's working. We're pushing forward there for Jordan Hayes, but good defending again there on the side. I mean, that's a big part of it as well, Nolan, right? Trying to sort of annoy your opposition, making them drag out players, making them tackle, and making them pay for it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if it's a bit cynical of me, but I do like when I get my opposition, say even in rival games, frustrated.
Yeah.
You know, they get the red cards, even a yellow card makes them stop and think the next time about tackling. So you do, you know, you want to frustrate the opposition always. And then they make silly mistakes then when their head isn't cleared, you know.
Yeah, 100%. It's great play. Look at this. Tries to get through. Harry Maguire says, no, thank you. We've Sarah at the right-hand side. 5 minutes left here in the first half. It's been exhilarating so far. And here's Dallo out on that right-hand side. Stones approaching. Great defending by Cancelo. Very well done. Both players here very evenly matched. And now on the far side, we've another break. Hazard pushing forward. Can he find the man in the middle? He does in Rodgers. Jarzinho. Can he go solo? Zidane. Jarzinho. What a tackle. What a save. Casillas. Oh my word. No, like I would have put my house and everything I own on that going back of the net. Casillas with a wonder save.
How did that not go into the back of the net either time?
Great defending again by Stones. This is some game. Wow.
It's getting frustrating now for both parties here.
Yeah, both players dealing with a lot. Striking and missing and trying to defend onslaughts. There's a lot going on here. Here's Griezmann again. Gets by Theo. We don't see that very often. No, and there's Theo again. He has that. He drags him out of it. Takes him up on the foul here. 45th minute. And that's going to be halftime. Not sure if that was on purpose or not. It could be. You know, let's be real here. No, look, we've definitely seen between both of us the odd 45th minute breakthrough on goal, even though the timer's gone. So maybe a smart decision here. But what a half so far. It is 2-2 between Cove Ramblers and Waterford. No, look, what a game we're seeing here. I mean, look, 4 goals in it. Very, very good gameplay from both players. Attack. Both defenses somewhat struggling to break each other down, but it's made for a really good game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to see, especially at the level that we're playing at right now. I mean, I kind of hazard a guess that there wouldn't be too much in the difference. I suppose even in the first half, it'll all come down to now, you know, the changes people make in their squads and at halftime, and you know, maybe there might be a bit of tactic changes going.
We'll have to see if there's any changes as it seems so far. What a great game we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Cove Ramblers, Waterford. Connor Dooley versus Jordan Hayes. Second half is live. Rodgers looking for space in the middle. That's Griezmann on the overlap. Stones again. I'm going to be honest, no, like, you know, in terms of centre backs here, Stones and Maguire wouldn't have been a pairing that I would have seen here in the competitive play. But my word, these cards are doing very well.
I mean, yeah, for sure. We talked about Stones last week, and I've come up against Maguire in a few rivals games there now, and it's hard to get past him. Even this Rodgers card here, though, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He creates great chances.
Very, very good cards here. Griezmann going for that finesse. We knew that was coming. He's always turning on his left. Hazard! Top corner. Fantastic finish here for Jordan Hayes. Brings Waterford into the lead. 3-2 up against Connor Dooley of Cove Ramblers. That was very well played by Jordan there.
Yeah, definitely. Bit of luck there for him as well. But Dooley's going to be on the rebound now, looking for another chance at goal. But it'll be interesting to see if he can come up with it.
Oh, Vinny turns on Mantravella! And just like that, it's 3-3. Every single time one of these goes ahead, the other person says, hold on, let me cook, and they get one back. No, like, how are we going to separate them?
It's going to be a difficult one to see who comes out on top, but...
Oh, my word, and there's the response again. It's call and response. Oh, my God. Jordan Hayes.
So we can talk about.
Yeah, lads, can we actually appreciate the goals? Jesus. Give us a moment, lads. Going for it again. Cove Ramblers. I'm expecting a goal now, to be honest, the next time Cove attack here. It's been phenomenal. Out the right-hand side. Dare I say... Oh, yeah, Cancelo decides to stop that. But yeah, no, like, listen, both of these players here really eager to get some goals. And I mean, both attacks look really good.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like you always have the threat when you score a goal and the opposition just starts to kick off again. You know, they have a bit of fresh start. They're going at goal again, but yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see now if Connor Dooley can make his comeback here.
I'll have to find out. Here we go. And
Oh.
Zidane is through. Ball roll chip.
Ah, that was
And
cheeky.
It was very cheeky, but I will say I've been there as well. It's muscle memory. Last year, the ball roll worked so well. And this year, it's just, it doesn't hit the same. Very unlucky there. But, I mean, in a game where every goal counts, I don't know if that's the approach, Nolan. What do you think?
I mean, I think it was probably a good idea to try something different because I have a feeling that that would have been a save. But from what I can remember, chips have been nerfed as well recently, so
Yeah.
it was going to be difficult for that one to go in. But I suppose trying something different as well to try and create the space goal-wise.
Exactly. A bit of confidence, of course. We're not seeing any lack of it here from Jordan Hayes of Waterford. But here come Cove Ramblers on the attack yet again. Here's Sarr. Goes to Rodri. Look at that tackle, João Cancelo. Very, very well done here. Zidane on the break. Great bit of passing. Rodgers, top left corner. And that could be the goal that potentially makes it difficult for Cove Ramblers to get back into this. Connor Dooley has a small mountain to climb here from Jordan Hayes. No, like, he's done it again. Very, very good goal. Great passing.
Yeah, sure. I said it earlier that Rodgers future stars card is causing havoc at the moment in rivals and champs. So, but
rocket into the back of the net. And just as I say, he's got a small mountain to climb. Connor Dooley turns it into nothing. One goal again. 63 minutes. It's just been a call and response game, back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. You kind of feel like Jordan half-handed that goal to Dooley, giving him that free. But I mean, how is that onside?
What a pass! It's just so clinical. Hazard on the back stick, and he just floats the ball into him there. Listen, you see those passes every now and then, but they are just perfection. The timing to get that right in a professional game like this in the ELOI, that's impressive.
Yeah, for sure. If that was a real game of football, the VAR would have been out there, I reckon. But I suppose you trust the computer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd hope you can trust the computer, anyways. No, like sometimes I do question it myself now, but
yeah, you just see Dooley slowing down the gameplay here, trying to give his team a chance to build up the play for himself, to try and get a goal back. But it's going to be a difficult one, momentum-wise.
Oh, nearly an I don't know if it's an OG. No, he kicked it off Vinny Jr. back to the keeper. But yeah, look, it's one of these games where one of the players, and you know, we're looking at Jordan Hayes right now. He's definitely going to need to slow it down a bit. He's all out attack, unless he's trying to entertain here. He's definitely going to want to bring his midfielders more into the play, slow it down, let them overlap, or finesse. And what a save by Casillas. We were talking about it. No, like, I mean, that finesse with Griezmann, you got to be on your toes.
Jordan has done me so dirty in games in the last few weeks with that Griezmann card. I'm nearly having nightmares of a Griezmann at the moment.
Yeah, it's a wicked card to have. That left foot is something to be astounded by for sure. Here comes Sarr, has a player in the middle. There's loads of space. Great pass here to Vinny Jr. We know he can dribble. Vinny Jr. Great defended again by Virgil van Dijk here. Connor waiting on pulling the trigger with that shot. Potentially could have gone a bit sooner, but a lot of pressure on right now. Oh, a header just over the bar.
I thought he would have passed that a little bit sooner. Gave himself a chance, but it's like he's looking for Vinny now at the moment to just, I suppose, be as sure as possible of being on target anyway. Yeah.
That's definitely what we've seen there. He's trying to make the goal 100% instead of taking that chance. João Cancelo has options. Lovely pass. Ooh. To make it 7, Waterford take a 3-goal lead with only 15 minutes left on the clock here. Is it too late for Connor Dooley, Nolik?
I don't think so. There's always potential, but if Jordan slows things down here now, then it will be difficult for him to get back for Dooley to get back in the game. But I mean, not impossible. And these are 9-minute halves, so these are in comp mode. So like, there's still good opportunity for goals to happen here for Connor, but it'll be interesting to see.
It will be, and you know you're absolutely dead right. A couple of goals can happen in 5 minutes. To be honest with you, I mean we've seen 2 goals in the first 3. Who's to say we can't see 3 in any more than that? Both
Yeah,
players
for
have
sure.
really shown what they can do. Even Virgil van Dijk here stepping up. Jarzinho. Oh, look at that turn. Oh, he does him again.
Oh.
Call it off. As Kendrick Lamar said, turn his TV off. Wow. Jordan Hayes for Waterford doing absolute wonder work here.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard task now for Connor to make any sort of comeback here. But again, it's hard as well when the momentum shifts against you in this game. You know, passing just doesn't go right. But another Vinny Jr. goal there.
Vinny Jr. again. I mean, look, there's life in him yet. Connor Dooley trying to get back into this. 3 goals though. 12 minutes on the clock. It is definitely not too late, but we need a Connor Dooley masterclass to make the difference here. Jarzinho. Look at that dribbling. Oh, the through ball. John Stones goes back to Vinny. Here's Rogers. Here's Jarzinho. What a save, Casillas.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's not impossible for a comeback here, but it's gonna be a difficult one for Connor to come back here. Oh no!
Oh, that is not where you want to lose the ball. That is not it at all. Rafinha looking for a player in the middle. That's gonna be a goal kick. 9 minutes left. Pressure is on, and time is ticking.
I mean, I don't know if it will come down to any sort of goal difference in the league. It might. So, I mean, if I was in Connor's position right now, I'd just be trying to get as many goals as possible in case it does come down to goal difference when it comes to getting into the quarterfinals and stuff.
Oh, 100%. Every single goal counts though. And even look, you know, at the end of the day, regardless of who you're playing and what the scoreline is, you're definitely looking to improve on everything, attack and defense, and should be always look to keep in the game no matter what happens. We seen that last week with our 2-leg game, you know. It's always good to put in a performance against, especially a player that's already looking to get the win on you. You know, even for the mental side of it, give you a little positive boost that, you know, I scored this amount of goals against this player and he's a really good competitor. So we need to see that here from Connor Dooley. But here we go again. Jordan Hayes. Here come Waterford with an onslaught of players running forward.
Yeah, he's pushing everyone up.
There's the switch just to solidify that possession. Zidane in the middle. Rogers. Lovely pass. Jarzinho. Rafinha. Out wide, Zidane. Theo Hernandez. Great bit of defending. It falls back. No, it's going to be Vinny. Great defender. Harry Maguire again. Connor Dooley, he's getting these tackles in, but he needs these attacks to be perfect.
Sure. I don't know, as I said, I think he might have been looking for Vinny Jr. a bit too much to score goals here for him. But, I mean, can you blame him?
No.
Team of the year, Vinny, like, you can't blame him looking for that. But I think it might have been to his dismay here in this game.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely didn't work a couple of times, but there's still one more in it, it looks like. Here's Vinny Jr. Goes for the chip.
Cheeky.
Another cheeky chip. That is going to be that. Jordan Hayes of Waterford wins this fixture 8-5 against Connor Dooley of Cove Ramblers. Look, let's break this game down. From the start, it was neck and neck. Both players taking bites at each other. We had 2 goals in the first 3 minutes of the game. Following that, I mean, it was back and forth. And the only bit of difference there was when we noticed Connor was just struggling to get through. He was trying to force it through. And we just seen Jordan Hayes then take that composure a little bit back on his terms, take the ball, play around with it, and then just ended up, you know, getting that goal difference bigger and bigger as the game went on. But both players played a really fantastic game.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the first half anyway, it was very entertaining. The second half was just as entertaining, really. We saw some brilliant goals. Creativity out of both sides to get those goals was really fun to watch. But yeah, Jordan was able to just slow down possession when, I suppose, at the correct times to frustrate Connor a little bit. But again, 2 great teams. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them both at the quarterfinals. But I'm two hard teams that I have to play against, and I don't know if I'm happy about the fact that Jordan just won because I have to play him later, so he's going to have a bit of a confidence going with him. But no, great game to watch.
Yeah, listen, really, really good game. Commiserations, of course, to Connor. Um, very, very, very good performance by him. It's funny as well, no, like I mean, looking at the scoreline there, you see 8-5 and you're like, both players here obviously can't defend, but it's quite the opposite. It's just this year, it's just goal after goal after goal. And you know, when it comes to the competitive players, they're able to score onslaughts against each other. So a lot of games are going to be high scoring like this one.
Yeah, for sure. I think it just makes the game a little bit more fun. You know, it is end to end gameplay every time you play a game. It's very rare now that you switch on and play a game where it's only maybe one or two goals in it. And that can be quite fun as well. You're trying to keep possession and frustrate the other player as much as possible. But no, lots of scoring goals this year in the AFC, which and it creates suppose you get to see different types of goals being scored as well. Great viewing anyway.
Yeah, really, really good. We're gonna have a break shortly. After our break, though, no, like I mean, we have a great game coming up here. Jack McCrone of St. Pat's against Kieran Walsh of Wild Valley. There's gonna be a lot of goals in that as well, surely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna. I like being realistic. It's going to be an expectation of seeing Jack finding it hard up against Welly. But as I said, I love a little underdog situation as well. So I'd love to see Jack come out and score a few goals, put Welly under pressure as well. But it's going to be a great game.
It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, I think we're about to go to a break. We're gonna have the game in just a minute or two, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our game number 2. Without audio, I gotta double check here. Just waiting on a word back.
If we're not muted, he just has it muted.
Okay, well, I'll have to wait and see. Give the thumbs up anyway, so lads know we're having a good time. Uh,
Please don't do that.
have to wait and see. Maybe we go to a BRB scene quickly. Oh, it's back now.
Back now,
Okay, we have it back.
back now, okay.
Fantastic. Okay. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that our mics were muted, but we are back. Welcome back to the ELOI week 2. We got game number 2 about to kick off right now. It's gonna be a great one. Jack McCrowan of St. Pat's against Kieran Walsh of Cork City. Nolik, listen, I know we chatted about it again. We chatted about it a second ago, but we'll talk about it again. We got a fantastic game coming up, Nolik. What can people expect to see here?
I think there's going to be a lot of goals. I think Jack goes into this one as the underdog, given Wally's form at the moment. Wally has solidified his position in this league now, playing for Cork City the last few years. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jack comes out and try I suppose throws Wally off a little bit in this game coming up.
I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting of a game. We already know what Kieran Walsh is about. I will say, though, with Jack McCrowan at St. Pat's, in his previous fixture last week, he did receive a big loss to Jay Delaney of Derry City, 7-2 in that scoreline. So he's something to prove today against Kieran Walsh. And I mean, what fashion to get that comeback in beating a player on his level.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes games do just go against you. If I was in Jack's position now, I wouldn't be thinking too much about last week. Sometimes you just have to make a few changes in the team, and tactics wise, it might come down to something small like that in settings and all that kind of crack. But yeah, I wouldn't be thinking too much about it. It's in the past now. Don't think about it. Games do sometimes, you get unlucky and someone can
It's true.
start scoring a few goals against you and puts you off a little bit then as well, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, we got our game coming up. Nolik, what's your predicted scoreline here? Talk to me. Jack McCrowan of St. Pat's versus Kieran Walsh, Cork City. Who's going to win?
I mean, going on form, I think Wally's going to win this by a few goals, but I wouldn't be surprised by anything in this game.
Okay, well, we are here right now. We have Jack McCrowan of St. Pat's in the black kit against Kieran Walsh of Cork City, aka Wild Welly, in the white and red. I mean, this is the thing though, like talking about the mental game here, Nolik. Kieran Walsh, he usually gets to a final in all these events. He's the guy you look at, like I said earlier, he's one of the top players in Ireland, if not the top player. It must be a thing where you're expected to perform at a high level, and he does it time and time again, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he plays for Wild, same as JP. So they're the two to beat really at the moment in this. Oh, okay.
And just like that, Thierry Henry strikes for Jack McCrowan at St. Pat's. Near post finesse from that angle. Very, very interesting how he got that shot in.
I mean, it's unreal. Henry is incredible. You're always surprised that whatever way the ball will go into the net, whether it's a handball, whether
yeah, we won't mention the handball. We won't mention the handball. That was a moment in history we definitely want to forget about here. But here's Dembele going forward, gets past the defender. Welly, great defending again here. And look, against a player like Kieran Walsh, getting a goal up 5 minutes in, I mean, what a great start.
That's a great start for Jack, to be fair. Welly's going to try his hardest now and be the next to score in these games. Apologies as well if the audio is having a few issues here. So
sure, look, we keep going anyway. We keep going. We keep going, Nolik, anyways.
But yeah, if I am in Welly's position here, you want to be the next person to score. You don't want to let Jack put you in the deficit for more than one goal here, but it'll be interesting to see.
We'll have to see through on goal here as well. He has Henry. Virgil van Dijk steps up in company to get the tackle in, and great start here, like we were saying, for Jack. He has a lot to prove after that loss last week, put up against Kieran Walsh, and he's doing well here. Represents St. Pat's, goes for the long shot again, and you know, maybe he sees something against Yash and we don't see no. Like, it seems that he's shooting from distance.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I was there now in his position, I probably would have tried to pass it a little bit more around the box to try and get a little bit closer in. But the way goals are being scored in this game this year, you know, like you get some incredible shots, with finesse and
Yeah.
Gervais. You know, like they're from outside the box. Like I nearly don't. I can't even get mad when someone scores them against me because they're just so nice to watch.
I tell you, I can. When you can see them, when you can see 3 of them in a row, it's not the prettiest thing. The Pele, is that a red time? You don't want to be hitting them. Ooh, red time finish. That is not a good sign here from Kieran Walsh starting off. You know, in the competitive scene here in any country of EAFC, it's not very often you see the pros hitting them red ones. So, could potentially we see an off Welly today?
I mean, it's possible. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I'd be surprised, but like, it would throw a spanner in the works for sure if Jack comes out here with the win.
Yeah, I mean, he's already had a great start here. Just needs to add on to it. But here comes Cork City. Back out wide. De Jong to Rodri. Looking for space. Dembele. Great dribbling. Dembele's through near post. And that is Kieran Walsh back in the game. He answered it. I mean, we said, listen, is he a bit off today potentially? No, like, looks like he's not.
I mean, there's a long time yet to go. We're only 18 minutes in gameplay, but I mean, I love an underdog as well. I low-key want to see Jack come back here and score with Henry again.
Well, great bit of passing. Mbappe. Back to Mbappe. Great turn. Oh, the passing. And Haaland could be in trouble. Great defending again. Very close call here. In the box, Jack is rapid with those 1-2 passes. Well, he's going to have to watch out for them.
Yeah, for sure. He was just unlucky that pass didn't come off. Sometimes as well, I find you're looking for one pass and the game decides you're looking for another, so it could have happened there for him. But definitely great tight passing inside in the box was great for Jack there. But while he's on it again now, I would assume he'd be trying to get the next goal in here fairly quickly to...
Oh, the speed boost. Henri Travella, green time. That red time was a once off. He buries it into the corner. And this is how we're used to seeing Kieran Walsh represent Cork City. Fantastic goal.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's interesting to see the two of them with Henri up front. But yeah, it's a brilliant goal from Welly here.
Really, really good goal. And that's definitely going to deflate Jack just a small bit here. St. Pat's, of course, taking the lead very early on. Are now 1 goal behind, 24 minutes on the clock. But, I mean, I will say that fast passing by Jack in the box there was actually really, really impressive. He's going to be tough to defend against it. Here's Theo on his own side. Red time! Oh, dearie me! That is... Oh, what can I even say? I mean, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude, but that was awful. How has that gone in? He red timed it and it's hit off the keeper rushing out. I mean, wow.
That's the way the game goes sometimes.
That's the way she goes, apparently. Yeah, wow. I mean, great chance by Jack. That Theo out that side was incredible. Oh, here's Welly. Henri!
Oh.
Top right corner. There's the response. Very good passing here by Kieran Walsh. Jack, once again, a goal down. But, I mean, once again, I think both players are playing a really good form now, Nolan, right? They're both running up the pitch. They're both finding a lot of success here. And we haven't seen much of Jack previously in the ELOI or events, and he looks good.
Yeah, he's doing well now. He's faring well here against Welly. Even, you know, bit of nerves being on broadcast. It doesn't look like it, so he's playing well. He'd be hoping here to score next to bring it back to level. Not let Welly get another goal to increase the deficit.
Yeah, he's done well so far in terms of his attacking gameplay. It's so hard to judge defensively with the way the game is nowadays. Goals come left, right, and center. So attack is really what we're focusing on here. Welly being the dominant force so far with 3 goals to 2, but Jack, we've seen him up front. He's one step away from getting that next goal. Well, he needs to turn that engine on right now and try to put this game to bed as soon as he can. Because what we've seen from Jack so far, I mean, he can turn this game very close. Like you said here, there's 60 minutes left on the clock? That's a lot of time.
Oh, a lot of time, and these are 9-minute halves again, you know, comp mode. So we've got one leg. They're going to have to make the best out of these, I suppose, is whatever. There's 15 minutes in game time left here in the first half, and then there'll be another 4.5 minutes to play in the second half, you know, so it's going to be interesting. Oh,
the post, Thierry Henry. Very unlucky. Once again, Jack from the edge of the box. He's really liking these long shots. Some of these keepers. Yeah, I mean, look, some keepers you have in the game right now. I mean, you got that Casillas card. It's very, very good. You got your Courtois, your Donnarummas. That Yashin card as well looks decent, but I don't know. Maybe there's a weakness that I don't know about yet. A couple of shots here that have looked good. And that's a great counter-attack from Jack. But Theo, again, you want to avoid that side.
Yeah, for sure. If I was Jack, I wouldn't be trying to pass the ball that way, because it's just going to be Theo's ball every day, really. You know, if you get a bit of luck, it won't be, but...
Oh, the Trivela! Just as you said his name, no, like, he appears, Theo Hernandez on the left-hand side. Kieran Walsh makes it 4, and in spectacular fashion.
And that's not even the Team of the Week card. That's just not, like, you know,
Yeah.
That goal was beautiful. I'm wincing even thinking about that goal.
It was very good. Green time Trivela as well. It was just all-star movement, all-star finish. And we're seeing Kieran Walsh here really coming into his own. Can we get a response here from St. Pat's? Mbappe, lovely breakthrough. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I mean, if there's any how we say excuse out there for that, I mean, being on the broadcast, bit of nerves as well, I'm sure, are setting in there. That's very unlucky.
You know what though? Sometimes I find that my fingers do a little slip off the
It happens.
So it might have just been something like that, you know. So I wouldn't be too harsh. Oh, but that was something I would do.
Yeah, Van Dijk, yeah, that's something that's no slip, I tell you. That's just trying to get the ball out. Maybe the pressure here from Kieran Walsh really getting to Jack. Needs to get back into this game. Needs to put Pats back in the scoreline. Has the ability to do so. 1 minute left here. Is he onside is the question.
Oh, unfortunately.
Very unlucky with the high through ball. Nice creative play though by Jack.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to have to get creative here, I think, to score goals. But he's doing all right now, to be fair. I mean, 2 goals isn't a huge deficit either, you know, so it's definitely winnable still.
It is indeed. Tries to pass across. Oh, is that a goal? Oh, it is. Oh, my days. Henry got on the end of that somehow. Defensive error for St. Pat's there. Jack McCrone trying to get the ball out. Didn't happen for him. Wow. I mean, we've seen some great goals in this game, but we've seen some mental ones as well. I mean, the keeper save early on with Jack's goal, and then that one there for Kieran Walsh. This has been a crazy game.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I suppose, bit of in-game luck with some of those goals, but I'm seeing that a little bit more frequently, even in rivals games and champs games. You do see goals like that. I find myself I want to be in the position of the lucky person getting nice goals like that, but you do get frustrated when they go in against you. But I feel like I jinxed poor Jack there, saying that he was only 2 goals down. But there's still plenty of time for him to come back. Hold the possession a little bit for himself, frustrate Welly, and he'll be able to score goals then as well.
For sure. Yeah, I think a player on the level of Kieran Walsh here, Mr. Welly, you gotta somewhat frustrate him. I feel like if you give him space to play his own game, that's where he's at his strongest. And we've seen that, you know. Jack put on the pressure in the first couple of minutes, got that early goal, which we weren't expecting. Made Welly, you know, he hit that red time shot. There's a couple of errors there in passing and things like that as well. Definitely made him think, and I feel like Jack needs to put that same pressure on here in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's going to have to come out fighting now straight away. Not give Welly any time on the ball as much as possible. Don't give him the space to pass, because he'll just be able to run rings around you if he's able to take his time on the ball.
And we're going to have to see if he can put it together here. Here's the second half of our second fixture for the ELOI here between Kieran Walsh of Cork City in the white kit up against Jack McCrowan of St. Pat's.
That's great defense from Jack there now to keep Welly out of that goal.
Really, really good play here. And he's going to need to keep that up for the next 45 minutes if he wants to see this through. Vitinha here in the midfield. Going through. Smith here. Oh, great defended again. Goes out wide. Pele. Goes to the back. Teo. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha getting the ball out here. Smith out wide. Will she be the one to break the deadlock here in the second half for Jack?
Well, I have to say, Smith can score some fantastic goals.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see her get on the score sheet here. But you can just see here, well, he's trying to frustrate Jack. He's slowing down the game, keeping possession, you know, being sure passes. And that can go against Jack very easily, you know.
It can indeed. You know, it's the possession game. You're trying to get the ball back, especially when you're on a goal deficit of 3 here. It is a lot, but it's definitely a comeback that we could see happen here. See Jack now holding on the ball himself. St. Pat's slowing it down just a bit.
Wally putting the pressure on, though.
Yeah, that high press of Wally is going to make him rethink this whole process. And that's why we see him going forward here out wide to Theo. We see him playing a great game for both sides here. Tries to force it through. Has an option here in the middle again. Vitinha looking for space out wide. Cancelo has to go back and reset just a bit. Cancelo! What a save by Yashin. That Travella again. Outside the box shots, I mean, maybe he's forcing Kieran Walsh to have to press out with defenders, but I mean, so far, you know, we've seen a couple of good shots, but he's going to need a better game tactic than that, I think, over the next 45.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the outside the box shots goes in, but oh, what great defense there from Jack. I thought that was another goal for sure.
Yeah, there was 2 players on it. Looked very close. Well defended in the end. And here comes St. Pat's again. Vitinha trying to look for space in the middle. The pressure here of Cork City. It's a lot going on. Even forwards are rushing back here on the ball. And, you know, the best player in the world is going to find it difficult to move the ball around.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be clever passing here is what's going to create opportunities for Jack. I don't know whether that's slowing the game down for himself and allowing players to push up the field, or whether it's going to be the quick pass is going to create the opportunities for him, but it'll be interesting to see. Great defense.
Will be
again.
indeed. Here's Liao. Oh, great defending. Van Dijk. He tries to get it onto his left foot to put.
That'll frustrate Wally as well.
It will indeed. Welly could have had that goal, and that could have been all she wrote, but wasn't the case here. Jack still in the game. Bruno Fernandes. Back to Smith. Is Cancelo on side? He might just be. Cancelo! Oh, just past the keeper. Unlucky there with the attack, but I mean, Jack showing that St. Pat's can get back into this game.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was unlucky there from... not necessarily unlucky, I suppose, from Jack, but it was definitely worth a shot to see if he can sneak that goal in. But definitely creating opportunities here for himself.
Here's Pele out wide. Cork City putting on the pressure here. Pele back to De Jong. Pele's on. Finds Henry. And that's in the far corner. Thierry Henry makes it 6. Those R1X passes find the player. Great finish by Henry. Wow. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing with Kieran Walsh. Just that precision. And even when players are putting pressure on him, he still keeps his head cool. And that's what he can do.
Yeah, for sure. He was always going to be a tough nut to crack for Jack here. But, I mean, like, we'll see now, tactics-wise, maybe a few substitutions for Jack. Again, like the last game, goals, it could, for qualifications for the quarterfinals, could come down to goals. So you're always trying to keep scoring, you know. There's no point in giving up, you know, just letting someone run loose against you. So I if I was in Jack's position now, I just would be focusing on the next pass. Don't be thinking too much about it. Just get your passing correct, and then you get a bit of luck sometimes when you keep on the ball and you can get the passing going and you can create opportunities then for yourself to score goals.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to look at it. Going back to your comment, I mean, look, about goal difference potentially being a difference. We have such high level Irish players in the ELOI this year. I mean, we got Owen Mulligan, Kieran Walsh, of course, JP, the champion. We have Eric Finn here, of course, very good player. A lot of high level talent in here and a lot more emerging as well, Nolik. So there really is a lot to play for.
Yeah, for sure. There's no team that I suppose look forward to playing against. You know, they're all going to bring tough games. So sometimes it's going to be, you know, there will be a little bit of luck involved. Someone will get the luck on the day, but the standard is just so high.
Yeah, I mean, we're even seeing here in these games, you know, players coming through like Jack, and even in the last game, with the likes of, you know, Connor Dooley, Jordan Hayes, we're just seeing such high level gameplay from all standards of players here, you know, people who have been in the esports scene for a while. And look at that finish again from Kieran Walsh, Olise on the left side. And as I'm literally preaching about goals being scored here, a lot of players are able to score. You can put it down to the skill level, put it down a bit to how the game is played nowadays, with the defending being very difficult. But anybody can come through here, have a look of, or run of luck, should I say, with a couple of goals and really make an upset.
Yeah, for sure. Like with Wadley here scoring goals, he's, you know, I suppose he's solidifying his position. You know, trying to make those quarterfinals happen again for him this year. But Jack's not played particularly bad here. He's been very well defending against Welly.
Yeah.
You know, if his defense wasn't as clinical as it is, there probably would be a lot more goals on the sheet for Welly here, you know. But I think sometimes you do the momentum goes against you, like personally and in game. And, you know, it's hard to be clinical then with those passes. You know, you can just see there now.
Yeah, it's just like the pressure is there. It's just not working, unfortunately, here for Jack McCrone. Very, very unlucky. You can see that goal here for St. Pat's. Kieran Walsh just put the pressure on again, and it's just relentless, isn't it? Like, his forwards are closing you down. When the ball's in midfield, he has his forward or nine's even dropping back there to put pressure on the back of his players. Very tough player to figure out.
Yeah, for sure. I think you'd want to be playing a while against Wally to figure him out, and I get the feeling that you know, when you just figure him out, he's going to change his tune a little bit and throw you off again. But we could have a goal here.
Oh, great play on that Trivella. Very unlucky by Smith. I mean, I think that definitely sums up Jack here. With how the game has been played, just really good passing and movement. Just been a bit unlucky at times, you know.
Yeah, a bit unlucky. He's going to be frustrated with some of those shots, but I suppose it gives him something to improve upon then for next week. You know, just sit in the training area and practice shots a little bit more like that. But I suppose it's hard then to emulate the pressure that you do have when you come up against the likes of Welly in especially games that are broadcasted. You know.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, these are all high-level players. You know, you can play as many friendly games as you want against whoever, but when it comes down to game time, that's when you got to perform. And, you know, veteran players here, like Kieran Walsh, of course, are going to have that example. You know, they're used to being on stream. They're used to being even on the big stage, you know. So I feel like that experience comes with time. And any of the new players who are coming through and even feeling that pressure, at least they have that to look forward to, that, you know, the more seasons they play of the ELOI and the more games they get in, they're getting that experience and they can use that going forward.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely get the vibe off of Welly and JP, the two wild players. Very cool, calm and collected, both of them. So that definitely will stand to them under pressure in these sort of games, you know. But unlucky again.
Another one. Wow. I can't say. I'm pretty certain that is precision shooting that's going on there. I use it myself, and as much as it is a blessing, it is definitely the odd time a curse. where you
Yeah.
have to semi-manually aim at the goal. And in big pressure games like this, where you need every shot to go in, you have things like that happen where shots fizzle past, even green timing them. So, yeah, that's unlucky here once again from Jack. Just can't find that last piece of the puzzle to get that goal. Here's Smith, though.
Oh, great
Great
defending.
defending again. Haaland and Theo crunching that tackle. And here's Kieran again. Pele out wide. Has all the time in the world. 89th minute. Player in the middle. Tries to go out wide. Defended well by Jack. Here's Frankie de Jong. Rafa Leao. Only say it's the crossbar from Welly. Trying to make it double digits.
Yeah, to be fair to Jack here, like, you have to say his defending has been really good here against a very strong competitor in Welly. He's just Welly's just been on target really a little bit more than Jack has. I think has been the deciding factor in this game.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've seen Jack had a couple of chances as well. But really good game. Commiserations to Jack there, who unfortunately lost that fixture for St. Pat's. Kieran Walsh comes out the victor there. Look, I think the best way I can summarize that, Nolik, is just experience. I just feel like Kieran Walsh, we know, he's like Ron Seal. He's exactly what it says in the tin. He comes in here and he performs. You know what you're getting. You know you're getting goals, good defending, and great gameplay all around. And yeah, just in terms of competition, he's going to be a tough one to beat.
Yeah, for sure. He's out for blood this year. Like when losing last year to JP in the finals, you just know that he's not going to let an opportunity pass him this year. And he's going to be difficult for anyone to go up against him.
Yeah.
So, commiserations to Jack. I wouldn't be too taken aback, to be honest, by the deficit goal wise. He came out strong. He kept up the pace for as long as he could. Defending wise, I think his issue was the precision shooting. Just, I suppose there was a few goals there that he could have gotten that might have changed the trajectory of the game. But I mean, maybe that's where he needs to focus now for the next week or so and just get that down.
For sure. I mean, look, in terms of seeing Jack McCrone, the first time I've seen him on stream, representing St. Pat's, really good attacking player. Like those fast passes in the box at the beginning had me like, hold on a minute, we have a game on our hands here. Looked very confident off the get-go, and I feel like with Kieran Walsh, he needed to warm up to it a little bit. You'll see with all the best players, they adapt to who's in front of them, and it can take them a half, it can take them, potentially a whole leg of a game if there's two legs in a fixture. But Kieran Walsh obviously done that today. But yeah, Jack definitely, he can look back at some of the gameplay and he can pick apart things he can improve on. To be honest with you, if he was to look back and fix some of those errors in terms of dealing with the pressure and finishing chances, I mean, Jack could have easily been in that game.
Yeah, for sure. He was in that game for the first half anyway. I know it was what 5-2 going into the second half, but like 3 goals in this year's game is not that big of a deal. You can you get a bit of luck, you get a bit of momentum going in the second half there, you're flying it, but I mean, there's a lot of factors here for Jack that could have caused him to not be able to score here. Again, he can take, as you said, pick apart the game a little bit. He can take this on the chin. A lot of positives going into next week's games. And going forward in general, there's a lot of positive gameplay that we saw from Jack here. He put it up to Welly, like he you could see it at the start. He threw Welly off, with that opening goal, and put the pressure on him and made sure he knew, okay, this is not a laid back game. You have to put in your best effort here and give it a welly, as one would say. But
Give it a welly. I love that one as well. That's a great line. I'm glad you used it because I haven't used it yet.
How long did it take for us to use it?
No, for first stream with welly on, so didn't take too long. Yeah, listen, some great games today, some great goals. Definitely some, great opposition. Talking about game one as well earlier on, Jordan Hayes really bringing it out there, showing what he can do. Of course, Kieran Walsh representing Cork City. Like I said, he does what he says he does. He does what he's used to doing. And we love to see him on stream for that exact reason. But that will wrap up week 2 here of the ELOI powered by Virgin Media. Of course, we have 5 weeks of action to get through. This is only week 2. Next week, we got week 3 with even bigger games, more on the line, and more drama. Yes, it's like Coronation Street around here. Once we start seeing this table get points on it, it's going to get very interesting. Nolik, thank you so much for joining us again today. Really appreciate you having us.
No bother at all. It's great. Great to be on.
It's great to have you with us. Fantastic. Right. Thank you so much, everybody at home, for watching. Really hope you enjoyed our week 2 of the ELOI powered by Virgin Media. We are back next Thursday at the same time, 7 p.m. We'll see you then. Have a good week, guys, and we'll see you soon.